All right. Reporting to you live from a pre-recorded studio in my house due to the coronavirus quarantine. Okay, all bullshit aside now. Ooh, you've probably seen this before. This isn't really a surprise to some people if you follow my shit or not. But this is the Ruger Alaskan 454 Kasu. There we go. And it also shoot 45 long Colts. Yes. Very nice. And just in case people are wondering, because what's the difference, I guess, between those two calibers is here is the 45 long Colt, and here is the 454 Kasu. Yeah, just in case nobody knows the difference. That's the difference. Kind of like a 38 and a 357 Magnum. But all bullshit aside, we're not here to talk about this beautiful looking thing. But for people that want to know, close the door so we hear no more noise and shit out there. Some people like this gun, some people hate this gun. Some people in the comments don't think it's, very attractive looking or whatever. But that's not the reason why I built it. Was for the looks and stuff. Really, I mean, it looks cool, obviously, but I mean the main reason was, and the inspiration for this gun was my grandfather's gun. I have my grandfather's gun over here. This one is just a little Model 36 J-frame revolver. Cool. And this gun over here, he actually made this gun himself. Well, he didn't make the gun, you know what I mean? The gold and the chrome, because this is actually chrome plated. Back in the day, my grandfather was a chrome and gold plater. So, well, I don't know. Yeah, I want to say it's chrome. It looks pretty, or maybe it's nickel. I don't know. Legend has it that he was a chrome and gold plater. He actually was. But I mean, maybe this could be nickel plated but it's pretty fucking shiny. It might be chrome, and it's stayed this way for a very long time. So the only thing that's actually worn off of this gun, very little, is the gold, because obviously gold is a real malleable material, so it's really soft, but it's really rich in color right up in here, and I guess around the hammer. But the cylinder I guess catches a lot of rubbing from putting it in and out of his pocket. Really, not my pocket. I would never carry this thing because I don't know the history behind this thing, and from what I hear, my grandpa was a gangster, so yeah, nobody knows where that gun came from, but it's a very old gun. It's got some little rust pits. Let me see. Where the hell are they? Right there. Some little rust pits, or maybe they're not even rust pits. Maybe they're just. Maybe it's just I don't know, defects in the chroming process or nickel plating, whatever he did to it. I want to say it's chrome, but yeah, he disassembled this gun completely and freaking, did it himself. Got some little sweat marks on there, whatever, from my sweaty, nasty hands. But Yeah. It's a sweet little gun, man. I don't take it anywhere. I actually just have it hanging on my wall, because my grandpa, he meant a lot to me. And to have this gun is probably the most, you know, it's the most, what's the words can I say? I mean, the most important gun I own to me. You know what I mean? I can lose everything, and this thing right here would be my main priority out of everything. So yeah, this is my most prized possession right here. This is a little family heirloom. Well, I don't want to say that because when I die, they're supposed to put this in my pocket for me. Yeah, this was not being passed on. This is gonna go with me to heaven, if that's where I end up. But that's the inspiration for this monster, really. This, I mean, yeah, you could say nowhere near, the same gun or anything like that. But I mean, I tried to just, the same color handles I was, after. This was cool. I guess maybe I wanted more gold, so that's why I did it. I ended up doing the frame instead of just the smaller pieces like the cylinder, trigger, and hammer. So I just did it the opposite, only because I like gold and I wanted to see more gold on a gun than anything. But this is actually 24 karat gold plated, so that's why it's fading so badly. And this thing over here is titanium nitride coated. But I mean, they kind of look, they're pretty close. I mean, when you look at, like I said, the richer parts of the gold plating, which would be here and here, they catch less wear because the cylinder keeps fabric and your hands off of it and stuff like that. But I mean, it kind of got the same tone to them, really. You put them close together, so the titanium nitride does a really good job of coming close to the actual color of 24 karat gold. But yeah, that was the inspiration for this monster over here. And I know that if they had this back in the day in the damn freaking, Jesus, let's just say in the 60s, which is probably about the time when, my grandfather was carrying this thing around. If they had something like this, I'm pretty sure he would have been carrying this motherfucker instead of, this thing. Because I don't even think they made freaking 357 Magnums this small either. I mean, the only thing that comes close to this would be the Ruger GP, the Ruger SP101. Yeah, that's a pretty small 357 Magnum. And like I said, I'm more than sure he would have carried this bad boy around if they would have had it available. So yeah, this is just kind of something to honor him, and for me to have, because I really dig this gun. I mean, I've always, since I was just a kid, I've just always admired and always wanted to look at this thing. I mean, my aunt ended up getting it after he passed away. Obviously, I was too little. He passed away when I was like 5 years old. But yeah, she had this gun and she showed it to me when I was little, and I just thought it was the coolest thing, and it was my grandfather's and stuff like that. And then, eventually she ended up passing away, she ended up passing away a couple of years ago. And before she passed away, she told me, she's like, here, go to my house. Here's the keys, because she was living with my mom at the time. And she gave me the keys to her house. And she goes, I want you to go get, your grandfather's gun. Do you know where it's at? Hell yeah, I know where it's at. You don't got to tell me twice. So yeah, I went and got it. And very, very thankful that, she left me this gun. Because, I mean, had she not have told me to go get it before she passed away, I don't think that I would have it right now. I think somebody else would have gotten it, and it would have ended up, in a pawn shop somewhere, or even worse. But yeah, God rest her soul. She let me get a hold of it, and everybody was after that. My other cousins were pretty upset when they found out I got that gun. But so yeah, that's where the inspiration to this monster came about. And just little story time with the grandpa's revolver. Yeah, since we're locked up in quarantine over here. But yeah, what you think? Peace.